Hey everybody, it's Jenny, Club J Dub, coming at you with another fascinating chicken video from Bozeman, Montana. Today I'm going to talk about all the things that I have learned over the last year of being a new chicken owner, or things I wish I would have known before I was a chicken owner. So here's a picture of one of my new hatches, and let's get to work. One thing no one warned me about is how addictive chickens can be. They are just the coolest little animals, and I have just gone crazy for chickens.
Chicky, chicky, chicky. Hey, girls. Come on. Chick, chick, chick. Chick, chick.
Another thing I have learned is that you can make your chickens somewhat friendly and you can call them into you with just a couple of simple tricks, but it all starts when they're young and it starts with a little bit of food. So this is what I'm using for my new chicks that I just hatched this year. They are still in a brooder, and I just have these quick oats, and I just put a little bit in the palm of my hand, and then I do what you heard in the video before, where I just say, "Here, chick, chick," or "Chicky, chicky, chicky," and they start to associate that sound with food and me.
Hey, chicky, chicky. Hey, chick, chick, chick. Chicky, chicky. Come on.
So
Chicky,
as
chicky.
you can see in this video, I'm literally sitting in the brooder box with them, hand feeding them, letting them
Hey, chicky,
touch me
chicky.
and crawl
Come
all
on.
over me so
Chick,
they
chick.
know that I'm safe. They
Come
know
on,
that
girl.
I'm a source of food, and they know that later on they will come when I call
Come on,
Chicky
girls.
Chicky.
They just heard the big hens outside. Freaked them out a little bit. Here, chicky, chicky. Come on, girls. Chick, 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 chick. Come on. Chicky, chicky.
And this is the chicken coop. Call it the Taj Mahal. You do not have to have a fancy chicken coop. I've seen them made out of trampolines turned upside down and all kinds of other things. But my husband was nice enough to build me this chicken coop when I decided we wanted chickens. So you can see two windows that can open for ventilation in the summer, a automatic door. This is the chicken ramp down below and the door that they go into. The opening was a little bit too big, and I
Willow.
noticed I was missing eggs, and
Willow.
this little black dog was helping herself to the eggs. She was able to get in that opening, so I put a cute little chicken sign over the top to make the opening a little bit smaller. A hose to access the spigot inside of the chicken coop. It's nice to have a water source in your chicken coop, but not necessary, but we do have one. So we're going to open up the man door and I'm going to show you everything we have in here. We use pine shavings on the ground. And then I have an extra bucket of straw just to replenish straw when I need to. A grabber that helps me reach down inside some of the lower levels when they lay in this big dog kennel. I just had back surgery, so it's nice to be able to reach those. Of course, the dog is helping herself to the water. I have two buckets of water that I change every day. And then we do have a hanging chicken waterer as well. Here's the omelet. It's an automatic door. It opens and closes. You program it with this timer on the wall. You can change it for the different seasons, but it's really nice because it opens and closes automatically. Also good to have a broom in your chicken coop, a little bucket of sand for them. Sometimes they'll use that for their bath. And then this is their roosting bars that you're seeing right there. Underneath, my husband just made this nice separate compartment to integrate the new chicks in with the existing hens. Here's a bucket of water. You'll see their water is dirty. As a chicken owner, you're going to spend a lot of your time just cleaning out their water. I did just change their water, but they scratched things up and it got dirty. So the underneath compartment for integrating the new chicks in with the hens. And then their roosting bar again, I use a shower curtain just to grab to hold all the poop from the nesting bar, from the roosting bar, and then I can just change that once a week. You'll see a shot down in the corner here. This is actually a thing that kills mice. We had a mouse problem in our chicken coop. This thing that mice go up inside of it and it shoots a little thing of carbon dioxide, kills the mouse falls down, the chickens eat the mice. My husband was nice enough to build me all these fancy nesting boxes. Chickens don't use them. What my chickens like are dog kennels, milk crates, and you'll see in the corner there's a plastic thing that's a compartment that came out of a refrigerator, cardboard boxes, but mostly they like these dog kennels. You like what you like, I guess, but that's what they tend to lay in. We turn everything over in this chicken coop about 3 times a year. We take everything out, put new pine shavings in, and get it freshened up for them. Again, clean water is imperative, and I spend about half of my chicken tending time cleaning out their water, replacing their water, and cleaning their water containers. And they still like to drink out of a mud puddle, so go figure, this is the water I just dumped out of their containers. There's another shot of the nesting boxes that they don't really prefer. They will sit in them sometimes, but very rarely do they lay an egg in there. They prefer these little dog kennels, so I just get these dog kennels. I can find them at the thrift store, usually for about $5. Throw a little bit of straw in there, make sure I clean the poop out every day so I don't have poopy eggs, and that's where I find the majority of their eggs. I have two hanging feeders that I keep in the coop. We started buying our feed from a local company here in Montana. I kind of prefer their feed over the feed that you get at the bigger livestock stores. Here you can see a dog and chickens can coexist. My dog, it's a cute relationship. She kind of actually watches over the chickens. But I have two hanging feeders, and then you'll see here in a second, I have another feeder. There it is for one of my Easter eggers, which is one of my less dominant chickens. I like to have a few different areas they can go for feed. But I have noticed that they eat much less feed in the summer when they're able to go out. My chickens are free range and they're able to go out and forage for their own bugs and worms and whatever they can find. But they do go through quite a bit more feed in the winter because they can't forage as much. And just to stay warm in the winter, they go through more feed in the winter. Okay, so if you see your chickens laying on the ground and they look like they're dying or they're laying on their side and acting weird, I had read about this before I was a chicken owner, but until I witnessed it, I really didn't understand what a dirt bath looked like. So here's one of my Easter eggers and one of my Rhode Island Reds. It's a sunny day and they're just digging right into the dirt, kicking it all over. They'll lay on their side, they'll roll around in it. There's a couple of my other chickens, but it's just the most fascinating thing to watch these guys take a bath, especially on a sunny day. They just like to hang out there and lounge, but that's how they give themselves a bath. The dirt kind of cleans off their feathers, gets down underneath, gets anything off of their skin that just doesn't feel good to them. So I do have some sand pits for them to do this in, but they really prefer this little spot. We used to have a snowmobile sitting here and we moved it recently, and they just love the dirt underneath there where that snowmobile was. So just a fun little video watching them do their thing. Everyone went crazy for chickens this year, and we were not able to get any at the livestock store. So I bought an incubator. Someone gave me some fertilized eggs, and I hatched my own. And it was really a pretty easy and fascinating process. So these are my little stalkers. They'll be waiting for me at the back door when they know I'm downstairs. They will hear me. Yes, they will poop all over everything, your rugs, your patio, your yard. They'll poop on everything, but this is kind of the view I get up to in the morning. They're always out there waiting for me because, yeah, I take them treats and food scraps, and they just like to see me in the morning. This is the view from my basement, which also happens to be my workout room. So I'll turn the camera around here and you can kind of see that. But yeah, this is the view that I have when I'm on the treadmill or on the bike. I'll peek out the window and I'll see my little stalkers looking at me. So anyway, it's nice to be loved, but again, I think a lot of this has to do with the oatmeal. Yeah, and I'm a little bit crazy for chickens. Barbie has started making these cute little sets for chicken people, and I had a friend that was nice enough to give me a Barbie set. This is what chicken poop looks like. You're going to see it everywhere, and they're going to poop all over your stuff. But their poop, their pee, and their egg all come out of the same orifice. So their poop looks like this. It's kind of brownish black. And then the white coating that you see on their poop is actually the urine part of their excrement. So it just all comes mixed together. This is one of my beautiful Rhode Island Reds. These are my most reliable egg-laying chickens. And this one is a silver laced Wyandotte, also great laying chickens. So, just a few of the things I've learned along the way over my last year and a half of owning chickens. They really are fascinating animals, and once you get set up with the right equipment, they are pretty easy to take care of. I'm Club J Dub. I am on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Facebook. And this is my YouTube channel. Give me a like, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, give me a share. I would appreciate that. And thanks for taking a watch and a listen today. Have a great day and enjoy your chickens. And if you have any questions I might be able to answer, leave a comment in the comment section. Coming at you from Bozeman, Montana. Have a great day.